We'd like to now welcome the chairman of PETAN to address us. Please, a warm applause for Mr. Nicholas.
Nigerian technical know-how, and we acceded to what they were requesting, and I'm happy we're here today to witness it. This facility is a remarkable achievement that showcases the ingenuity and capabilities of our local technology advancement. The Amal Technology Facility will undoubtedly play a pivotal role in driving innovation, creating job opportunities, and fostering economic growth in our industry. I'm honored to be here today and excited to witness the future possibilities this facility will unlock for our nation's energy sector. It is a cue for others and other stakeholders to focus, help, and drive the way we have been going in the last 13 years to deepen local content. I thank you all for inviting PETAN, and let's hope the industry remain focused to achieve and continue to add to all what we have gained in the last 13 years. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chairman PETAN. Can I see the live feed of this lecture now, technical? My live feed. Almost there. Okay, it's fine. We'll just go on. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Nicholas Odinwe, Chairman PETAN. As I said, you're an umbrella body of entrepreneurs in the oil and gas, doing tech and innovation as well. Let's give him another round of applause. Thank you. We will now take the address from the Honorable Minister of State Petroleum Resources. I'm told this address is also doubling down for both the Minister of State Resources, Oil and Gas. And to take this address, I'd like to welcome Director Upstream, Engineer Kamoru Busari, FNSE. Let's give me a warm applause, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Richmond. Good morning, everyone. I don't want to stand on the protocol established because it appears it has not been properly established. So I want to attempt to do that. The Honorable Minister of Solid Minerals, sir. The Honorable Minister of State, Youth Development, the representatives of the other ministers, representative of state governors present here, the representative of government, the chief executives of government agencies, NCDMB, CCE representative, ACE representative, DG Energy Commission of Nigeria, NNPC GCO representative. Of course, I host the MD of Amatech, PETAN, and other captains of industry, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm standing here feeling honored to be representing the two ministers of state and by extension, Mr. President, who is the Minister of Petroleum Resources at this epoch-making occasion. I apologize from the two ministers of state who are engrossed with other state functions, and I will then go ahead with the permission of the Honorable Minister of Solid Minerals to read the speech for the Minister of State Oil and the Minister of State Petroleum Gas. I am pleased to formally commission the Amal Technology Facility established to produce gas leak detection device and printed circuit board, as well as other products in view. This ceremony represents a significant landmark in our quest to promote a research culture in the oil and gas industry through the nurturing of innovation-driven startups companies. It also represents a breakthrough in local manufacturing of electronic circuitry and devices. In line with the NCDMB's mandate to drive indigenous technology development in the Nigerian oil and gas industry, the Governing Council of the Board approved the Research and Development Roadmap, with particular focus on providing institutional and funding support for market-driven research and commercialization of breakthrough innovations with high market prospects. One of the proposals that have benefited from the NCDMB Research and Innovation intervention is the Amal technology gas leak device, which adopted Internet of Things, IoT, to introduce into the market a device that generates short message system, SMS, and calls on phones. And calls on phones of homeowners in the event of a gas leak. This facility, where we are, also has capability for printed circuit board PCB manufacturing. A major plank under the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President is the commitment to deepen gas penetration and gas-based industrialization anchored on penetration of liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, adoption of compressed natural gas, CNG, vehicles, and gas conversion for power generation, fertilizer production, among so many other uses of gas. The deployment of the flagship Amal technology gas leak detection device provides a significant safety tool that will accelerate the adoption of gas as a preferred source of energy for homes, transportation, and industry. It is equally remarkable that the NCDMB innovation process has led to establishment of PCB production capability in Nigeria. We recall that the federal government at COP27 in August 2022 committed to a net zero target by 2060, and Nigeria has chosen natural gas as its transition fuel. To support this initiative, projects are on the way to establish fuel to gas conversion centers and CNG refuel stations nationally. It is the federal government's expectation that the deployment of the Amal technology safety device will also complement our efforts to accelerate the net zero pathway. Furthermore, the job creation potential of startup companies such as Amal Technologies is critical to the creation of a circular economy and aligns with Mr. President's 8-point agenda for economic recovery. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to draw our attention to the signing into law of the Startup Act of 2022. The Act aims to provide the institutional and legal framework for the establishment and sustainable growth of innovation-driven startup companies. The Act also seeks to position Nigeria's startup ecosystem as the leading digital technology center in Africa with global outreach. My ministry is intentional about extending the benefits contained in the Startup Act and any other research-related policies to the oil and gas industry. I would therefore encourage agencies under the Ministry of Petroleum Resources to adopt a collaborative approach to supporting research in line with our commitment to develop homegrown technology for the oil and gas industry and its linkage sectors. I cannot conclude this speech without calling on the private sector, especially the Nigerian oil and gas service providers, to follow the lead of NCDMB by funding research and development programs with the capability to develop homegrown technology and reduce capital flight associated with importation of foreign hardware and software solutions. I would like to seize this opportunity to restate Mr. President's commitment to sustain the successes recorded in the implementation of the Nigerian content policy in the oil and gas industry. This administration is determined to consolidate and surpass the gains recorded in human capital development, research and innovation, facilities and infrastructure, and Africa regional collaboration. I would also like to underscore the importance of Nigerian contents to realization of 4 key priority areas on President Tinubu's 8-point economic agenda, namely job creation, poverty eradication, access to capital, and economic growth. The board and management of NCDMB will therefore partner with industry stakeholders to sustain the lofty vision of NCDMB, to be a catalyst for the industrialization of the Nigerian oil and gas industry and its linkage sectors. Let me at this juncture congratulate the Executive Secretary of NCDMB, both past and present, and its management team, as well as the board and management of Amal Technologies on this noteworthy milestone. It is with great pleasure and to the glory of God that I commission the Amal Technology facility. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Senator Enikin Lokobori, Honorable Minister of State. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Engineer Kamoro Busari. Thank you. Representing, wearing 3 caps, as you said, Minister of State Petroleum, Minister of State Gas, and indeed the Honorable Minister himself, His Excellency, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR. Thank you. Let's give him one more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. We will now take some more ministerial remarks, and then we'll proceed to the concluding thoughts from the chairman and the commissioning of the facility. To make this next remark, rather, I'd like to welcome the Honorable Minister of State for Youth Development. Let's welcome Mr. Ayodele Olawande.
Good morning. I want to stand on all existing protocol. But with that, I will welcome our fathers. I have 2 of them. He's a minister, but he's our father. That in person of Honorable Dele Alake is our father. And the senator, thank you, sir, for your fatherly role. And thank you for always being at the back of the youth. We appreciate you. You've been doing that for a very long time. And I think the first thing is a goodwill message. But for me, I will tell you that I need to thank my brother, my friend, very well. I need to thank him. My goodwill message is to thank you, and thank you on behalf of the youth of this country. We appreciate you, and we thank you very much. And I will say this. People like us will go back and also preach the gospel to every youth that think Japa syndrome is a solution to our problem. It's not a solution. We can come up with ourselves. A lot of them can come here. And this will be also my home point of duty to go to Hall, NYC, CAMS, and everywhere to bring them here, to showcase here for them and tell them if this can happen, then every other things can follow. And I used to say this, that if the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, can give us this laudable privilege to be a minister, to open the door for the youth to thrive in every aspect. I think if he can do this, and I can be Minister of Federal Republic of Nigeria, we youths have just started. Thank you, and God bless you.
Honorable Ayodele, you remind me very well of your ministerial screening. You're one of those who left me impressed, and I was looking forward to you assuming office, so never disappointed to hear you speak. Thank you very much. Please let's give him one more round of applause. Thank you. You know, the Honorable Minister of State for Youth Development has just taken the word out of my mouth, and which is that our next speaker is a strong supporter of what the youth of this country is about and can accomplish. He, in the words of Mr. President, as in President of the country, possessive uncommon versatility and strength of character, which of course is passing on to young people, demonstrated by his presence here this afternoon. So Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our Honorable Minister of Solid Mineral Development for his own remarks. Please welcome the Honorable Dele Alake.
Good afternoon, everybody. I had to check my watch to make sure it's already afternoon, so I don't commit misinformation. So once again, good afternoon, everybody, and the Honorable Minister of State for Youth Development, and all my colleagues here, my friends. I can see quite a number of them on that side, and the elders and the youths on whose behalf we are here this afternoon. I greet you all. It actually gives me a lot of pleasure to be here with you in spite of the very excruciating and hectic schedule that we're passing through at the moment. I can tell you I've not had a wink since last night, because we've been sitting on all kinds of operations, making sure that there is seamless execution of a lot of policies, especially the one that we are on right now about the slashing fares, which is President's directive to make sure that everybody, at least most people, have some respite in traveling to their various places for the season. However, because of the importance and significance of this occasion, I had to really juggle my schedule and appointments to be physically present. And also because what we are doing here today underscores the importance that the President attaches to the youth of this country, which my younger brother there has really alluded to in opening the vista for the youth, in extending their horizon and broadening everything about them, their capacities, abilities, and to bring them up. And you see, some of us who engage the President almost on a daily basis are not surprised, because I say to people that for the first time in the history of this country, you have a president that really is very versatile and knows public finance, public administration, anchored on public finance. And one of the very critical factors of public finance is industrialization. It is through industrialization that a lot of multiplier effect is added to the economy in terms of diversification, employment generation, local value addition, and etc. And of course, the youth constitutes the pillar of any society. More importantly, the Nigerian society, because if you look at the statistics today, they tell us that the youths constitute about upwards of 60% of today's Nigerian population. And you know what that means. when you have a restive, ebullient, vibrant youth population like that, and you do not create constructive avenues for their engagement, you are courting disaster down the road. And that is why the president, in his wisdom, decided to engage the youth, not just rhetorically or polemically, but in actuality. And how best to actualize this desire or vision, but to make the youths themselves the drivers of this policy of inculcating into our youths the values of hard work, remarkable dexterity with assiduous celerity. And all of these, of course, normally and usually would dovetail into economic rejuvenation of the country. It doesn't happen in one day, in 24 hours or 48 hours, because for every public policy, there's what we call a gestation period. So during the gestation period, people can be huffing and scoffing at the policies, or that, oh, we haven't even seen what they are doing and all of that. But when you persist with uncommon courage and you push ahead with the implementation and execution and monitoring of such policies, you turn the curve and positive results begin to manifest. Today's occasion is a veritable example of a positive result that is beginning to manifest. And I congratulate Amal Technologies. I congratulate the brains behind this venture. I congratulate the supporters, those who dreamt it. And Mr. President tells everybody, dream and dream big and embark on bold endeavors. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. When you venture and you take giant strides, there is no failing. You would achieve your objective. And what we are doing today, commissioning this thing, Amal Technology is setting a pace. And of course it synchronizes with the President's Renewed Hope agenda. Because this is giving us hope. It's not only giving the youths hope, it's giving us, the elders, hope as well. That we have been able to really integrate the youths into the common dream and vision for the emancipation, not just economic, political, and social emancipation of Nigeria. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, when you talk of policy gestation period, you all are aware of the very critical steps that this government has taken as led by the President, even at the very inception of his swearing in, removal of fuel subsidies, the harmonization of the multiple exchange rates. Now, I tell you that seemingly or superficially, they seem quite ordinary. But when you think in terms of a content analysis of the socio-political and economic development of Nigeria, and you see, observe that those critical policies in the last 40 years that they've been necessary, no government has had the guts, the courage, the boldness, the will to execute it. And when you do all of those things, there must necessarily be a gestation period. It's like a kind of transition period before the results begin to manifest. Now, all such critical economic policies are associated with pains, what we call the throes of implementation. Nigeria is currently going through the throes of execution of those policies and the pains associated. And in the words of the president too, you know, there's always an analogy he gives when we are analyzing the pains associated with the current policies that we're implementing. And the analogy is so apt, so succinct and precise to describe the current situation we are going through. Everybody is crying, pain, pain, pain. There's shortness of this, shortage of that, blah, blah, blah. And he says that what Nigeria goes through right now can be likened to a woman that is pregnant and is in the labor ward about to deliver. Now there is no labor delivery or child delivery that is not associated with extreme pain. The women folk around here will attest to this. Child delivery comes with extreme pain. However, immediately the child comes out and cries, the pain subsides immediately. And the woman who a second ago was writhing in pain now beams with smiles, because the smile is a smile of joy of beholding the child. So what we are going through is the pain of childbirth. And the child that we are going to birth or give birth to is a positive result of the policies that we are implementing. And when that is done, everybody will begin to shout hallelujah. And I say those who shout crucify him today will be the very first to come out on the streets to say hallelujah. Again, I speak with conviction. I'm not speaking because I need to put words of exhortation out there or I need to cajole you. No, I speak with conviction because this has been done before by the president in Lagos State. And I wasn't told, I was there. I was a participant observer in all his 8 years as governor there. I was in his cabinet. We had the executive council meetings weekly for the 8 years. And I was part of the conceptualization and monitoring and execution of all those policies. So I live it. I am convinced of the rightness and the justness of the course and the path to which Nigeria is treading at the moment. All we need to do is to be persistent, to be courageously patient, so that the nation turns the curve and results begin to manifest. When he took over in Lagos State in 99 May, of course this is common knowledge, so many times, there was no money to implement any infrastructural development. In fact, there was no money enough to pay the wages of the civil service, not to talk of any other activity of government. And of course, he started that economic restructuring of the state. And those policies also came with pains. And at that time, I remember I was the Commissioner for Information and Strategy. So I was in the vortex of defending, deflecting, docking, and deploying arsenals against our enemies, political enemies. So I was right into it. So I knew the enormity of the attacks that we faced. Of course, we gave as much as we received. And we steadied the ship of the state until the state turned the curve and the results started to manifest. And today, Lagos is economically more solid than 32 African countries. It is not wishful thinking. It is by dint of hard work. It is by the flair of envisioning policies that would take a society, a nation, through a trajectory that is positive, that is developmental, that is progressive. And believe you me, ladies and gentlemen, we commend that persistence and patience to every one of you so that we can begin to see results like this. The commissioning of projects, industries, manufacturing concerns that would add local value addition, create employment, generate local value appreciation of the economy, multiplier effect, and contribute to the GDP, the gross domestic product of Nigeria. And at that time, those who are in the Japa syndrome right now will start to come back in droves, because where they are going will not be as suitable and palatable as where they have left. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, once again I congratulate the brains behind this venture. I congratulate the agency and the DG that has really given tremendous backup, both materially, morally, and otherwise, in ensuring that this very laudable vision is translated into reality. And we commend all of this to every entrepreneur here, that the business of government is not in entrepreneurship, but in creating the conducive environment and atmosphere for entrepreneurs to thrive. And of course, God has not created every one of us with equal talents. But this government is bent on creating equal opportunities. The outcomes may be different depending on God's endowment individually, but the opportunities must be equal, so that the heights you attain will be dependent on your own God-given endowment. But the opportunity, you shall not be deprived of it. There has to be equal opportunity. And the greatest good of the greatest number of our people is our mantra, is our watchword. And I commend Amal Technologies for blazing the trail. Thank you very much for listening.
We can do better without applause, ladies and gentlemen. Not only has he spoken to inspire the hope and the confidence we need at this time, but making, in his own words, an excruciating sacrifice to be here is worthy of great commendation. Let's give him one more round of applause. Thank you, sir. It shows truly your support to what the youth of this country is doing and your commitment. I'd like to welcome the chairman of Amal Technologies Board. Let's welcome Mr. Nuhu Yakubu.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I think at this point, I wouldn't do better than the representative of the Honorable Minister of Petroleum, representative of the Honorable Ministers of State, Petroleum, Oil and Gas, in ruling out of the protocols. So I want to honorably stand on the existing protocols. However, I want to add one more to the protocol list, and that will be to call out Hajia Abdullahi, the wife of Shehu, for recognition. And it's especially so that she has given the gentleman here, whom we are celebrating, the rest of mind to think right. The reason why we're able to gather here today. So big round of applause for her, please. Courageously patient. Those are the words I took away from Honorable Dele Alake. Thank you very much. That was a really very fantastic speech and encouragement to every one of us here seated today, especially the young people. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it's a long day already gone. Today marks a momentous occasion as we gather here at the FCT Idul Industrial Layout factory site of Amal Technologies to celebrate the commissioning of our new factory for the production of smart devices, circuit boards, embedded systems, and a wide range of electronic equipment, including smoke detectors and smart electricity meters, and many more. It is with great pleasure and excitement that I welcome you today with these few remarks. The establishment of this first of its kind factory in West Africa signifies a significant milestone in our journey towards technological advancement and innovation. In today's rapidly evolving world, where technology has become an integral part of our daily lives, the production of smart devices and electronic equipment plays a pivotal role in driving economic growth and societal progress. This factory represents a commitment to pushing the boundaries of technological development, creating job opportunities, and contributing to multi-sectoral growth of our local economy. With state-of-the-art machinery and a highly skilled workforce, we're equipped to produce cutting-edge smart devices and electronic equipment that will enhance the lives of our customers and serve as a catalyst for Nigeria's industrial transformation. Our focus is on producing circuit boards and embedded systems, showcases our dedication for supporting Nigeria's improved application of Internet of Things and electronics manufacturing industry in our fast-evolving industrial transformation. These components are the building blocks of countless applications, from consumer electronics appliances to automotive systems, oil and gas instrumentation and equipment, medical devices, and beyond. By manufacturing them locally, we are not only reducing dependency on imports, thereby saving scarce foreign exchange through sustainable import substitution, but also earning foreign exchange through exports, as we are already receiving inquiries for orders from overseas. Our vision for this factory is to serve as catalyst for stimulating innovation and fostering a self-sustaining ecosystem for technological advancements. Furthermore, this factory highlights our commitment to sustainability and environmental stewardship. We have implemented eco-friendly practices, ensuring efficient energy consumption, responsible waste management, and adherence to stringent environmental standards. Our aim is to reduce the carbon footprint associated with the production of electronic devices and contribute to a greener future. On behalf of the board and the entire management of Amal Tech, I would like to express my gratitude to the entire Nigerian Conduct Development Monitoring Board for going beyond sharing in our vision, with taking the bold steps of providing all necessary support as a reliable development and funding partner. Without NCDMB support, I dare say this project would not have come so far so soon. I particularly wish to single out our young and vibrant founder and CEO of Amaltech, Malam Sheikh Abdullahi, for his unwavering commitment to his vision for the company, and I think he deserves a resounding round of applause again. And also to the outgone ears of NCDMB engineer Simbi Wabute and the NCDMB project team for not only quickly catching the bug, but helping to incubate and nurture it to reality as we are all here gathered to witness today. As we once again join friends and well-wishers to welcome the appointment of Engineer Felix Omoshola Ogbe as Executive Secretary of NCDMB. Welcome, sir, and congratulations once again. We thank you, sir, for already demonstrating your commitment to send NCDMB support to Amaltech. And to our dear ministers here present, both the Minister of Solid Minerals, Ministers of State Oil and Gas, and the Minister of Youth. All right, thank you. Your speech was very profound. Thank you. We thank you all for your unwavering commitment to all of you, sirs. And all our OEM partners, our contractors, partners, government agencies, without whose support and cooperation, this project would not have been possible, and employees of Amaltech who have worked relentlessly to bring this factory to fruition are equally not left out in our gratitude. Your dedication, expertise, and determination have been instrumental to making this vision a reality. Today, as we celebrate the commissioning of this factory, let us envision a future where our smart devices, circuit boards, embedded systems, and electronic equipment become indispensable tools in improving the quality of lives, driving innovation, and fostering economic development. Together, let us embrace the opportunities that lie ahead and continue to push the boundaries of technological excellence. Thank you all for gracing this momentous occasion with your presence. Let us now proceed officially to inaugurate this factory and embark on a new era of technological progress. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Can I get one of the ushers, the male ushers, if you can come to me real quick? I need a male usher. Yes, please, real quick. Can you just come? I want this thing moved. Can I get a male usher? Can somebody come to me? Please help me. I want this just to the side. You're stronger than you look. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so before we proceed to do that, I'd like to quickly just ask you, Show, please, if you can join me, please come. Honorable Minister of Youth, please come. Organic, please come. Aga Kamaru, please come. Yes, sir. Honorable Minister, sir, please. Just a quick family photo before we proceed. So this is what we're going to do. We will take, as we're done with this, we will take the national anthem to signal the end of this. Then you will remain seated. Every person seated in this white chairs here will be joined by the representative of Zenith Bank, CBN, and BOI, because at the end of the day, the bankers, you are the reason in support with the NCDMB that we're here today, right? So we do not take your support for granted. You know, we do not take it for granted. No, it's photograph. I said photograph. Just photograph. Have you done it? Just photograph. Oh, okay, so sorry. Yes, please go ahead. Photograph, please. Engineer Simbi Wabote, if you're watching on YouTube or somewhere, you see the congratulations I've also poured out to you. We thank you for your visionary leadership, and we also thank our new ears for driving the conversation forward. Are you done, photographers? So while you're still standing there, sirs? Okay, one more picture. Okay, go ahead. Hold on, another one is... Please, every other person remain seated. You will see what is going to happen in there, right on the screen here. The Honorable Minister of Solid Mineral Development will be joined by the others, as I've said. They'll proceed to the factory entrance down at the end of the hall, cut the tape, and proceed on the tour of the facility. Photographers, we have this. While you are still here, shall we rise for national anthem? And then you sit back down as they proceed. Technical. National anthem. Please remain seated. Please remain seated. Please remain seated. Your Excellencies, we can now proceed in the direction of cutting the ribbon for the factory. Please grab your phones and your tablets. Yes, please. The Honorable Minister of City Development will be joined by the Honorable Minister of Youth and the representative of the Honorable Minister of Oil. Of course, the ES, who is alongside Amal Technologies, the chief hosts of this event. Every other person, please keep your eyes on the screen. We're going to come to you live on the screens, streaming what is happening inside the production facility as we commission and tour the facility. I just need my orgas to take the space. No other person should be here, please. Yes, this way, sir. We're waiting for the Honorable Minister. The Honorable Ministers, I would say. 2 here in person and 2 others represented. Sorry.
I have the honor and privilege to commission this factory to the glory of God and to the service of humanity. Congratulations, Amal Technology. Are we supposed to do this? Congratulations once again.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
We're inside.
So, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry so much. I just needed to show you what we have able to achieve. Yeah, just. Yes, sir. Okay, sir. No problem, sir. So the place is divided into two spaces. So we have the administrative office, and here is the production line. So I just wanted to see what would interest you more. Yes, sir. Where we're using the raw materials. Yes, sir. Where we're using the raw materials.
I saw this, that small thing.
Yes, sir.
That's the alarm system.
Yes, sir. So that's what we're producing here, and other.
This is where you produce it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is where we produce it. So we have our raw materials here, which is what will interest you. Yes, we pick our raw materials and then we use them to produce all these products. Yes, so substitute, instead of importing them to Nigeria. So
What's the raw material?
so we have ammonia and sodium. So we want to partner exactly. So and these raw materials are what it will use to produce even your mobile phone, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Okay, so okay, I think the place is locked, but the chemicals are here. So here we have this is the raw material, storage. So the chemicals we have here are the basic, are the foundation of all products that we produce. They are the raw materials, meaning Amal Tech is the true OEM in the entire sub-Saharan Africa. So for instance, if you want to produce any product at all, after designing the products and everything, we come to this room, pick all the raw materials, and then we take it to those machines, which I'm going to show you briefly, sir. And then you can see how production actually happens. So we are not assemblers, as I mentioned. We do not couple, we locally produce, sir. And this is what we can actually partner with solid minerals to see how we can substitute other raw materials, picking our silica sand, copper, and what have you. Thank you, sir. So now this is the first stage, sir. Sorry. So, sir, as you can see here, this is the design of the products I gave you, sir. So, yes, sir, I designed this. I'm an embedded engineer. I designed this. So now, from design after prototyping, when you design, the next thing you do is you transfer this design into that machine. So this process I'm going to show you, sir, is the same process your mobile phone was produced. It's the same process to produce electric meters. It's DSTV decoder. It's the same process to produce any electronic at all. And we are able to demonstrate that by having to produce other products such as POS, meters, and what have you. We produce from scratch. As you're going to see, those chemicals have been put in those machines and the processes. So the first thing, absolutely, we are the only that can produce meter from scratch. Every other people, they accept the couple. So here in this line, you will see how we start drilling our bots and product development. And this is going to save Nigeria a lot of money. It's going to create our GDP because already, as my chairman mentioned, we are already having customers. We want to export these things. This translates to generating forex. And now our raw materials under your supervisions now, we are going to be making use of them. Because now here you have an industry, like this is a 3-in-1 industry. If you go to China, what you're seeing here is a one industry on its own. The next line, which is the SMT line, is another industry on its own. Where we have the mechanical, where we produce, the casing, the enclosure is another industry on its own. Sir, all these things are being imported, but we are changing the game. We are game changers, sir. So, sir, as I mentioned, that is the starting point. As you can see, the machine is drilling the board. It's drilling the board. Yes, it's drilling the board. So after this process, it takes like 30-40 minutes. So from here, we pick out the board. We take it to the next line, which we are going to wash. and then take it to the chemical. So after that stage, sir, you can see the next stage is to wash the board. As I mentioned, it's the same process. So that means we can produce mobile phones here. Wow. Yet not only gas detector. So you see, this is how it looks like after draining it. So you take it to this machine to wash those chemicals that are in that room are here. So they are copper, they are ammonia, sodium, and what have you. All these things, we have them locally, sir. Yes, sir. So you undergo to what we have there. So you can see different products that we have. We have the gas leak detector, which you have. We have chargers, we have other products. So these are all the processes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Yes. So this is a charger. This is a gas leak detector. So if you look at this now, we have about 16 products. Here we have chargers, 48 chargers. By the time you cut it, which I'm going to show you outside, you would see how it is being done. Yes, sir. So from this stage, the next stage is to print out what you call the circuit board and then do quality assurance. So you achieve what is called a printed circuit board. No one is doing this in Africa, sir. Yes, we are the first to start doing this. And then that is the quality assurance there to check if the board is okay. So from here, you take it to the next line after it, sir. This is the next line where you're going to assemble the components on the board. So after assembling the components of the board, you now install update software on it. Now it becomes a device. So the last stage is where you produce the casing. We also get these raw materials locally from Lagos, from Port Harcourt. These things have been produced, yes, sir. What's the raw material for ABS, yes, ABS and some recycling. This is another fantastic line. So this is SMT line, surface mount technology. You know, before when you produce a PCB, we use the manual way of assembling the components on the PCB. But now because of technology, you don't need to do that. All you need to do is to program the system, and then the board starts from there. Maybe you can have a look, sir. Sorry to stress you. Then when you produce the board from that room, which is a PCB, you impute them here, as you're seeing. So they go through in. So here we also use a chemical called solder paste, which is going to apply like flow oven machine, so that it will, harden the components, so that it won't go up. So from there you upload the software, and then you have a device. You test it, everything is okay. Then you bring the enclosure, the casing from the other department. You couple it, test it, everything is okay. Then you have a product. This has never been done in Nigeria. It has never been done in the entire of sub-Saharan Africa. Only South Africa, end to end, sir. End to end, we produce end to end, and there are no products we cannot produce here. We do reverse engineering, so you can have a product and bring it to us. Our powerful R&D team, which is led by me, will look at it and then we go to reverse engineer and produce the same thing or something even better. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
This is great and inspiring.
Thank you, sir.
Congrats. Congrats. DJ.
Yes.
I'm not showing him that, sir.
Yeah, I'll show you. Yes. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. No. Sorry, sir. So from this stage, sir, then we have the last stage, which is the enclosure, the mechanical department. So in this room, this is where you produce the casing, you produce the enclosure for all products. So whatever product you see, so these are the machines that have been used to produce it. So we produce the casing here, we now take it to that SMT line, and then we couple them. Even the casing has been produced exactly, then you have a product.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much,
This
sir.
innovation
Thank you so much, sir.
is
Thank
so
you.
encouraging.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I can assure you of all the support I have one sample.
Yeah, you already have it. Yes, I already gave you.
Gas
Leak
Yes,
detector.
leak detector.
leak
Right.
detector.
Yes, sir.
This is what you told me to deliver. I delivered.
Yes.
Today,
We're all excited and happy.
Under you now, you big commission. See risk I'm taking. My phone, 400,000. It's food. I got meat lily.
Okay, let me go.
Congratulations. Thank you. It's happened. Yes. So it's the commercial side now.
Yes, the commercial
We have
side.
to roll in the money.
Yeah.
So I was telling you, I said you have not gone yet. We're not releasing you people yet.
Okay, is it true? Okay, is it true? We are not going yet.
There's expansion plans.